All right, I know you sit there and watch PGA Tour events and watch those pros land the ball on the green, bring it back with some check, settle it down right next to the hole. This week, we are going to explore elements of what creates spin in the golf swing and why you struggle every time you strike the ball to keep it on the green. So here we go, this week's Spin Week. Hey guys, if you're enjoying these videos, please hit the like button, comment down below about your swing issues, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate everyone's support. All right guys, so there are three main factors that go into spin, okay? Friction, speed, and spin loft. I'm going to explain each one and how you can start creating more spin. If we look at friction, friction is just the golf ball pinching into the club face and rolling up, creating backspin, okay? Now, there are a lot of reasons players struggle to get the friction on the face, and a lot of times it's elements that you can control. First, you need to put yourself in a position where you have clean grooves. Simply cleaning your clubs after you hit them is one of the biggest keys to improving the amount of spin that you get on a golf shot. PGA Tour caddies are absolutely making sure that that club face is clean every time. Now, elements you can't control. If you find yourself in the rough all the time, you're going to notice that it is really difficult to control spin. Now, wet mornings when there's a lot of dew, or you start dealing with rainstorms, that can also cut down on the club's ability to create friction. So when you're playing in these conditions, you're gonna have to offset those. So take that into account, that the two things will offset each other and you don't really worry about spin, but you don't wanna be taking the ball as far past the hole and trying to bring it back in those conditions. All right, another major factor that we talk about is spin loft. Understanding spin loft and how to control that is critically important to creating spin. So spin loft is simply the differential between the angle of attack and the club's dynamic loft at the moment of impact. Now, the greater you can get that relationship, meaning the more dynamic loft to the greater angle of attack, the more spin you are going to be able to create. You have to be aware that we don't want to find ourselves in a position where we're just creating so much loft, the golf ball is just going straight up in the air and we're not controlling the trajectory, okay? So the goal is to match a downward angle of attack with the appropriate amount of dynamic loft at impact to get the launch condition that you're trying to get. If you can get that relationship wide enough, with enough friction, you are going to create the spin that you're looking for. So angle of attack is simply the angle that the club head is moving downwards towards the golf ball or up after the strike. With the driver, you're trying to get more of an upwards angle of attack. With irons and wedges, you're looking to be down. Dynamic loft is the angle that the club face is approaching the golf ball with. So you can add more dynamic loft or you can decrease the dynamic loft. General rule of thumb with good players, when we're hitting most approach shots and irons, we want to be in a position where we're decreasing the dynamic loft into impact. Decreasing from the natural setup position, getting the hands forward, getting that compression, right? That's going to help us improve the amount of friction that we get between the golf ball and the club face. So after we have an understanding of spin loft, and after we have an understanding of friction, there's one major key factor that we have to be able to address, and that is speed. Now, we want to be able to put as much speed as we can while controlling body elements into the strike if we're trying to create more spin. One of the major reasons that we start losing speed is because we're trying to fix something. If you see a player with an open club face coming down, he has to stall, add loft, and scoop in order to be able to save the golf shot and get it going somewhere near the target. That situation is going to create less spin, right? It will affect the speed that we're able to work into the golf ball. It will affect the amount of friction that we're able to create, and it will really start to throw off the spin loft relationship that we're looking for and able to hit a golf ball. So understanding that everything needs to be pretty well controlled coming into the golf ball to see spin is incredibly important. If you put in more speed, that's going to help you out. Now, there's a lot of times where players don't want spin. I think a simple element that can be taken to your golf game to decrease the amount of spin you hit on shots. Let's say you're into the wind. Let's say you want something to run from the front of the green to the back of the green, is to take more club and make a smoother, softer swing. That should put you in a position where you're going to see way less spin and you're going to get the run out that you want. So understanding all the elements that go into creating spin is an incredibly important factor in improving your golf game. If you want to play like a pro, see the ball stop and spin back, start working on fixing your friction, spin loft, and speed. Tuesday, I have a video coming out with all the drills to help you fix your game and increase spin every time you're on a golf course. And I hope you guys check it out. Hey guys, if you like this video, please like and comment. I come out with new content every Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Thanks a lot, you guys.